Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 must-visit cities in America. We're about to take you on a virtual tour of the good old US of A, from the bright lights of Times Square to the sunny beaches of Miami. Whether you're planning your next vacation or just daydreaming at your desk at work, these cities should be at the top of your list. We're talking iconic landmarks, delicious food, vibrant cultures, basically all the good stuff that makes America, well, America. So, buckle up, maybe grab a snack and get ready to explore the best that this country has to offer, because we're about to dive into the top 10 must-visit cities in America. First up, we've got the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps, the concrete jungle where dreams are made of. You get the picture. This is New York City, a place that's always buzzing with life no matter the hour. New York City. And let me tell you, this place lives up to the hype. From the towering skyscrapers to the bustling streets, there's an energy here that's simply unmatched. We're talking about walking through Times Square, surrounded by those giant billboards and flashing lights. It's like stepping into a different world, one that's vibrant and full of life. It's like being inside a video game but with more hot dog vendors. And trust me, those hot dogs are worth trying. Speaking of food, you can't go to New York without trying a slice of their famous pizza. It's a culinary experience you won't forget. I'm talking thin crust, foldable, greasy goodness. Each bite is a taste of New York itself. And while you're there, you gotta check out Central Park. It's a massive green space that offers a breath of fresh air amidst the urban jungle. It's like this oasis of green in the middle of all those skyscrapers. You can lose yourself in its beauty and tranquility. You can go for a walk, have a picnic, or just people watch. There's always something happening, and it's a great place to unwind. And of course, no trip to New York is complete without a selfie with Lady Liberty herself. This iconic symbol of freedom and democracy is a must-see. The Statue of Liberty is even more impressive in person, trust me, standing tall and proud. She's a sight to behold. But New York is more than just landmarks and pizza. It's the people, the culture, the endless possibilities that make it truly special. It's the energy, the vibe, the feeling that anything is possible. Whether you're here for a day or a lifetime, New York City leaves an indelible mark on your soul. Next up, we're heading west to the City of Angels, Los Angeles. Now, I know what you're thinking, traffic, smog, and people obsessed with kale smoothies. And yeah, okay, Louisiana has all that, but it's also got a whole lot more. First of all, the beaches. You got Santa Monica, Venice Beach, Malibu, all with that perfect California sunshine and those killer waves. You can surf, you can sunbathe, you can build a sandcastle and pretend you're on a reality TV show. And speaking of reality TV, you might even spot a celebrity or two while you're in LA. It's Hollywood, baby. You can take a tour of the stars' homes, walk the Walk of Fame, or even try to sneak onto the Warner Brothers lot. But LA isn't just about glitz and glamour. It's also got a seriously diverse and delicious food scene. From the beaches to the Hollywood Hills, Louisiana is a city that's always buzzing with energy. Just remember to bring your sunglasses and your appetite. Okay, hold on to your hats, folks, because we're heading to the Windy City, Chicago. Now I know what you're thinking, deep dish pizza. And you're not wrong, Chicago is a pizza lover's paradise. But this city is so much more than just melted cheese and carbs. First of all, the architecture. Chicago is famous for its stunning skyline with towering skyscrapers like the Willis Tower and the John Hancock Center. Take a walk along the Chicago Riverwalk, or hop on an architecture boat tour. Trust me, you'll be snapping pictures like crazy. And speaking of snapping pictures, Millennium Park is a must-see. You've got the iconic Cloud Gate sculpture, aka the Bean, Crown Fountain, and the Lurie Garden. It's the perfect place to spend an afternoon just soaking up the city vibes. Next up, we're heading to the Golden City, the city by the Bay, San Francisco. Now, San Francisco is known for a lot of things. Its iconic Golden Gate Bridge, its hilly streets, and its, unique smell. Let's just say the seagulls have good taste. But beyond the tourist attractions, San Francisco is a city of contrasts. You've got the tech hub of Silicon Valley, the vibrant LGBTQ+ scene in the Castro, and the historic charm of Chinatown, all within a few square miles. One of the best ways to experience San Francisco is to just wander. Walk down Lombard Street, the most crooked street in the world, or explore the different neighborhoods, each with its own distinct personality. And don't forget to ride a cable car. It's a touristy thing to do, sure, but it's also a whole lot of fun. And if you're feeling adventurous, take a ferry out to Alcatraz Island, the former prison that once housed some of America's most notorious criminals. And of course, no trip to San Francisco is complete without trying some of the local cuisine. From the famous clam chowder in sourdough bread bowls at Fisherman's Wharf, to the diverse offerings at the Ferry Building Marketplace and the vibrant food scene in the Mission District, there's something for every palate. Don't forget to grab a coffee at one of the many artisanal cafes scattered throughout the city. For those who love the outdoors, biking along the Embarcadero offers scenic views of the bay. Or you can relax at Golden Gate Park, a sprawling green space perfect for picnics and leisurely strolls. As the sun sets, the city lights up, offering a magical end to a day of exploration. Whether you're here for the sights, the food, or the culture, San Francisco truly has it all. So grab your camera, put on your walking shoes, and get ready to explore one of the most dynamic cities in the world. San Francisco is waiting for you. Get ready for some sunshine and salsa music because we're heading to Miami. Miami is a city that knows how to party. From the beaches of South Beach to the nightclubs of Wynwood, Miami is a city that comes alive after dark. But Miami is more than just a party city. It's also a cultural melting pot, with a strong Cuban influence. You can find delicious Cuban food everywhere, from street vendors to high-end restaurants. And be sure to check out Little Havana, the heart of Miami's Cuban community. And if you're an art lover, you're in luck. Miami is home to Art Basel, one of the world's most prestigious art fairs. But even if you're not in town for Art Basel, there's still plenty of art to see. From the Wynwood Walls, a collection of outdoor murals, to the Perez Art Museum Miami. And of course, no trip to Miami is complete without spending some time on the beach. What happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas. That's the saying, right? Well, get ready to make some memories because we're headed to the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas. Now, I'm not a gambling man myself. The only thing I like to bet on is whether or not my delivery guy will judge me for ordering 2 large pizzas for myself. But even I gotta admit, there's something magical about Vegas. You've got the casinos, the shows, the nightlife. It's a city that's designed to indulge your every whim. You can see a world-class magic show, catch a concert by your favorite band, or even get married by an Elvis impersonator. Hey, it's Vegas, anything goes. And speaking of going all out, the food in Vegas is legendary. From Michelin-starred restaurants to all-you-can-eat buffets, Vegas is a foodie's paradise. But Vegas isn't just about gambling and gluttony. There are also some surprisingly cool and quirky attractions. Get ready for some jazz, gumbo, and good times because we're heading to New Orleans. New Orleans is a city that's unlike any other in America. It's a city with a rich history, a vibrant culture, and a spirit that's impossible to resist. Of course, no trip to New Orleans is complete without experiencing the French Quarter. With its colorful buildings, wrought iron balconies, and lively street performers, the French Quarter is like stepping back in time. And be sure to try a beignet at Café du Monde. Trust me, it's worth the sugar rush. But New Orleans is more than just the French Quarter. Take a stroll down Royal Street with its antique shops and art galleries, or explore the Garden District, with its stunning mansions and lush gardens. And of course, you can't talk about New Orleans without talking about the music. Next up, we're heading to the Emerald City, Seattle. Now, Seattle is known for a few things: its rainy weather, its grunge music scene, and its coffee obsession. And yeah, okay, Seattle has all of those things in spades. But Seattle is also a city of stunning natural beauty, surrounded by water, mountains, and forests. Take a ferry ride across Puget Sound, hike to the top of Kerry Park for breathtaking views of the city skyline, or explore the lush trails of Discovery Park. And speaking of iconic landmarks, you can't go to Seattle without visiting the Space Needle. Take a ride to the top for panoramic views of the city and be sure to check out the Space Needle's rotating glass floor. And of course, no trip to Seattle is complete without a visit to Pike Place Market. Get ready to walk the Freedom Trail and brush up on your American history because we're heading to Boston. Boston is one of America's oldest and most historic cities, and it's a city that's proud of its heritage. You can practically feel the history on every street corner. Start your Boston adventure by exploring the city's many historical landmarks. Walk the Freedom Trail, a 2.5-mile-long path that takes you past 16 historical sites, including Paul Revere's house, the Old North Church, and the Boston Massacre site. And if you're interested in higher education, Boston is the place to be. Home to Harvard University and MIT, Boston is a hub for academia and innovation. But Boston isn't all about history and academics. Last but not least, we're heading to the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is a city that's full of history, power, and significance. It's a place where every corner tells a story, and every building has a past. From the grand monuments to the hidden gems, there's something for everyone to discover. It's a city where you can walk in the footsteps of presidents, visit world-renowned museums, and witness democracy in action. Imagine standing where historic speeches were made, or exploring the halls where decisions that shaped the nation were taken. Start your DC adventure by visiting the National Mall, a 2-mile-long park that's home to some of the city's most iconic monuments, including the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument, and the World War II Memorial. Each of these landmarks offers a unique glimpse into the nation's history and the people who have shaped it. And be sure to visit the White House, the official residence of the President of the United States. It's not just a home, but a symbol of the American presidency and a witness to countless historical events. And if you're a history buff, you'll be in heaven in DC. The city is a treasure trove of historical artifacts, documents, and exhibits that bring the past to life. Visit the Smithsonian National Museum of American History, where you can see everything from the original Star-Spangled Banner to the First Lady's inaugural gowns. The National Museum of Natural History, which houses an incredible collection of fossils, gems, and artifacts from around the world, or the National Air and Space Museum, where you can explore the history of aviation and space exploration. And be sure to check out the International Spy Museum, where you can learn about the world of espionage. It's a fascinating look into the secretive world of spies and intelligence. But DC isn't all about history and politics. The city is also a vibrant hub of arts and culture, with a thriving food scene and plenty of entertainment options. It's also a city with a thriving arts and culture scene, delicious food, and beautiful neighborhoods. Take a stroll through Georgetown, with its charming streets and historic buildings, or explore the city's many art galleries and theaters. Take a stroll through Georgetown, visit the National Zoo, or catch a show at the Kennedy Center. Whether you're interested in history, culture, or just having a good time, Washington, D.C. has something for everyone. Thanks for joining us on this tour of America's top cities. We hope this list has inspired your next adventure. Whether you're looking for history, culture, food, or just a good time, these cities have something for everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite city in the comments below.